Good morning, everybody. Wednesday. I guess you people are getting tired of me. A couple of people left a subscription list. I can't force you to stay. And this is me. I get boring at times because I'm bored. Right now, I'm sweating like a dog, got a fan going, and it ain't doing me any good because I don't know how hot it is. Let me see if this will tell me how hot it is. Sometimes they have the weather on my phone and it pops up and I can tell you how hot it is right now. Sorry for the quiet. Well, that's wrong. They say it's 65 degrees. It just jumped to 72. It's probably hotter than that in the sun because my back was burning when I was outside, and I have a gray shirt on. I should have reflected it. Some of the heat, and it didn't. Felt like my skin was on fire in the sun. The sun down here is brutal compared to anything you deal with up there on any beach. Maybe in the Keys, it's just as bad because you get a lot of ocean reflection from the sun. But I'm telling you, man, wow. You know what I mean? Okay, what are we going to talk about? Let's see. Trump made a comment this morning that I thought was absolutely hilarious. He said he's in better shape than he was 28 years ago. 28? 25 years ago, sorry. Let me tell you something. He can't even remember what he did 25 years ago. 25 years ago was probably the last time he saw his dick. You know what I'm saying? That guy's a lunatic. He makes statements that are ridiculous. They're funny. They're comical. He could be a stand-up comedian if he wasn't such an asshole. I just don't understand this at all. But this is Donald Trump. This is what he says. He says stupid shit that everybody knows isn't true. There's nobody on this planet that I've ever met that will say to you they're in better shape than they were when they were 25 years old. They will tell you they 25 years ago, but they will tell you that they know more and they're maybe better adjusted or something like that. But physically, no. Nobody's going to sit there and say they were in better shape than they were 25 years ago. I certainly am not. Even though I weigh less and everything like that, my muscle deterioration and everything, just your lifestyle. You just can't say that. And Trump's lifestyle sucks. He's got flat feet, doesn't walk right, doesn't exercise. Playing golf and riding around in a golf cart is not exercise. I'm sorry. What was I going to say? Something about money, but I don't remember what I wrote down, why I wrote that word down. But anyhow, a lot's going on. I mean, Hegseth is threw the admiral under the bus. You all know that, right? And if you remember, see, this is where being old happens. And I was at an age where I was 2016, 9 years ago. I was paying attention to everything just like I am, well, maybe better than I am now. But anyhow, this is what happened in his first administration. People would disagree with him and he'd throw people under the bus. He does this all the time. People go to work for Donald Trump because they believe that in the short period, if they work for 3 or 4 months, they believe they can make contacts or hundreds of thousands of dollars. I guess they do. They get rich. And Trump's family isn't getting rich as rich as they were in the past. This time around, they lost $1 billion in Bitcoin, and they're still not done losing money there. Truth Social doesn't make money. His friends are staying away from him. When was the last time you saw him have a meeting with Musk? Musk doesn't even want to talk to him anymore. Musk's got that chatbot talking, which is just about as stupid as you can possibly get. But that's Donald. That's just those people, that's the way they act. Their mental incompetency. It just amazes everybody. So, anyhow, listen, I'm gonna try something on Thursday. I'm gonna be live sometime between 10:30 and 11. I don't know, because I walk a dog and I'm not running around outside, and I'm not making any money on this, so I don't really, I get to it when I get to it. That's my attitude. I'm sorry if that offends people, but at my age, you do what you do when you do it. You know what I mean? I don't want to be held accountable for time or, deadlines or anything like that. I just don't do it that way. So you check me out between 10:30 and 11. What's today? Tomorrow. Try it tomorrow. See what happens. If not, look for a video, because sometimes there's a lot of problems with the internet sometimes in the mornings. That's why I haven't been doing it for a long time. And I don't like doing them at night anymore because I forget. See, I admit to the fact that I'm old. I don't forget things. I forget to do things that, because I get involved in something else. Like I like certain television programs, and I'll get involved in it, and I'll forget what time it is. Don't believe me? When Lucy comes back, you ask Lucy. How many times I forgot to feed her because I was watching Ray Donovan or some other movie or something like that, Yeah, wow. That's just the way I am. Because I don't have deadlines. When you reach a certain point in your life where you don't have deadlines, you do only those things that interest you. If it requires a lot of work, I got a book here I'm supposed to translate. I've had it for a year. You think I'm doing it? No, I haven't done it yet. Will I get it done? Maybe. We'll see. I have other pressing problems right now. I have a computer malfunction, and I don't know what the problem is. And somehow or another, my cups printing program got corrupted, and even when I remove it, it's still corrupted. I can't do anything about it. I just have to wait and see what happens. Alrighty, so what else can I talk about tonight? Let's see. We know that Trump and Hexit are in trouble. They threw the admiral under the bus. I said that. That's what I started this conversation with. Oh boy. Think I'm getting old? Yeah, I'm getting old. That's just the way it is. I can't find anything I want anymore. Now they call it MS Now. I don't know what the fuck that's about. It's a special election in Tennessee, and the Republican won, and what the Democrats are saying, well, Trump won by 22 points, and this guy only won by 8 points, or whatever. I said, it's like the Republicans say, a win's a win. That's just the name of the game. Trump's the only one that worries about the margins, by what he wins by, and he only mentions that when he wins by a large margin. Close elections, he doesn't even talk about. He just goes, "Oh, win's a win, no big deal," Oh man, COVID's going to make a comeback I think this winter and going into the spring. I worry about that, but the Republicans are too stupid. They have that idiot, and I hate to say that because I liked Bobby Kennedy, but this guy's a fucking whack job. He's Bobby's son, I think, or something like that. I don't know, but he's just a complete friggin' idiot. I don't know how people, I get in trouble when I try to use something sometimes that is copyrighted or something like that. But the government goes on and uses somebody's music. It's copyrighted. They don't pay any attention to the courts or anything else. If that was me, I'd be broke because of paying lawyers' fees. Careful about that stuff. Let's see. Let's see. There was a bill in Congress to improve Afghan vetting and resettlement, and Congress hasn't passed it for 3 years. Oh well, what are you gonna do? He's in Minnesota, I believe it is, where he's going after the Somalis that are up there, the village that's up there. These are the people that he once mentioned they eat their dogs and pets and everything like that. He's got ICE up there today. I think they start working. When this is all over, I'd love to see a few ICE people get deported to wherever. Well, I have a special design for people, jail designed for people like that. It's the old school Japanese prison. It's a hole in the ground. That's it, nothing else, just a hole in the ground. The only way you get out is to shit your way to the top. Bananas. Trump is just really, I don't know, he doesn't sleep apparently. That's why his eyes are closed during meetings. He started to nod off during the meeting because he doesn't care. Alright? He doesn't listen to anybody else. He has his own mind made up what he's going to say and what he's going to do, supposedly, and he doesn't listen to anybody. That's not really true because he's heavily influenced by Miller and Thiel and a few other of these people, and so are his other people because they've got money. They got the kind of money Trump wants but doesn't have and doesn't know how to manage. That's why he doesn't have that kind of money. He loses it. Right? He manages to hold on to his original inheritance, but everything else he's gotten from other people, he has a tendency to just spend it and not know the reasons why he's spending it. I don't know. I'm looking for something funny here, Can't find it. All these people are just depressed, more than me. They're making me depressed. And people keep telling you how incompetent Pete. This is you see headlines. Incompetent Pete Hegseth over boat strikes. Anti-Trump posts sweep the country as his approval rating sinks to a new low. Trump backs Hegseth, the strike fallout grows. Afghan evacuee charged with murder of National Guard. Trump's telling response to the Tennessee special election. These are headlines I'm reading. I'm not going to go into the stories behind it. The tea spilled by Morning Joe. We don't fight with stupid rules of engagement. God. People are telling Trump not to go into Venezuela because Venezuela is not defenseless. This isn't going to be, what was that island that we went to, Ghana or something like that, where we went to war, or this isn't going to be a Panama situation where we go down there and the whole deal's over in a few weeks. This is going to take a few months, possibly a year or two, to straighten out the problem down there. Drug dealers have been shot, disappeared, and they come back. And they come back. And they come back. Nothing you can do. There's a lot you can do about it. We just don't do about it, Let's see. So Biden is talking about the Republican representatives, the speaking guys, the Johnson and the what's his girl's name, Levitt. They lie every single time because they don't know what the truth is. They're being fed this information. You know, it's like most reporters don't do investigating reporting. You know, I mean, yeah, Walter Cronkite was a very, very respected reporter. He went to Vietnam. He was in the battle lines in Vietnam when he was sitting behind a desk in CBS News in America. He took off and he went over there. That's, you know, that's how you find out things, investigating. They don't investigate. They have other people do it for them. Okay. I can't wait till that admiral comes to speak before the Congress. I guess they're going to pay him off. You know, threaten him. You're going to be charged with, because they can charge him with, if he actually did it without authorization, and he's saying that, and Hegseth didn't know about it, that's murder. You know. I'd have to read that one. I don't want to. How someone dies from dementia. Now you're going to go, older people like myself will definitely click on that, and would make that person 25 to 50 cents per click. You know, I don't know. Some people get dollars for clicks. You know, depends on how many. You get paid more money the more followers you have. You know, these people aren't making these videos out of the goodness of their heart. Trust me. I'm not doing it out of the goodness of my heart. I do it to entertain myself. Because if I don't do it, I'll go fucking stark raving insane. How many minutes have I been doing this now? 17? Alright, let's cut it short today. I'm going to try and do it live tomorrow. Like I said, sometime between 10:30 and 11. If I tell you a certain time like that very seriously, I'll make it. And then, you know, I have a problem. Nobody watches it anyhow. So if you're around, look for me on YouTube Live, Jeffrey Bruff. You know, that's me. If you're watching the other videos, you can get this video live. Lucy, where you going? She gets hot and she gets bored. You know. So anyhow, you guys hit the subscribe button. Help me out, you know. What you're doing is you're helping my channel out, you know. You support the channel, and it gives YouTube an idea of what's going on. How much, you know, because I've had 140 views in one day, but that doesn't mean anything. Next day I've had 2. Subscribers are what they look at. They don't look like how many views the video gets right now. They do check, because I hit 50 hours one week. And they got crazy about it. Haven't come close to that since then. But anyhow, you guys go take a look at me live with my fat belly and Lucy and everybody hanging out tomorrow. And hopefully, unless somebody throws me a curveball. And what else can I say? Okay, just hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. That's about it. Ciao.